Hello, good evening, welcome back to more Atomfall. Gonna head back to the village, I think, and we're gonna try and do some more investigation around there. We've got a few leads here, but it's all sort of leading us nowhere. So let's place a compass marker and head off that direction. And I'm gonna see if I can find some other stuff. Health's not looking too great. I'll see if we've got anything on us. Yeah, I suppose.
We don't know what you intend. Someone sneaking around? Best keep a lookout, just in case. The Trinity is one. One head has three faces.
Somewhere we haven't been before. Let's check it out. See if we can find any more information. I want to head back to the village though and see if there's anything we haven't uncovered or overlooked there. Also, there's that first area we haven't been to. That'd be worth checking out as well, I think. Murderers flooded through the sewer. Vicky says they went and destroyed a convoy from the outside, looted it all for all it's worth, batteries and all. Now boss wants us to go after them, says them atom batteries are good salvage. Wants to sneak into their castle where the batteries go and grab as many as we can. I'd rather have a hot poker up my arse than go anywhere near those masked maniacs. Still see those twig faces when I close my eyes. Alright. We know to collect atomic batteries because they're to do with the interchange, so stood there for a bloody week hitting rats. Oh, I could do with some food. Finding some food or something now. Yeah, that they've got blue eyes like that other guy had. Just occurred to me then as we were fighting them, like that's to do with whatever is going on here. Right, that leads round to there. Main facility. Yep, I know. Inventory full. Can't take tin cans. Okay, main maintenance. Might want to creep around rather than... Right, that leads back to... Is that where we were a minute ago, where it said we were trespassing? Just seems strange that we're trespassing in that bit only, but the rest of the tunnels are fair game, but, well...
Oi! What made that noise?
Nothing. Requires sewer tunnel key. Right, so we're not going in there then. Perhaps it's an idea to head back to the thing. The village like we were attending to in the first place. Yeah, it looks like it's going back to the village. Our heart rate's up too high. Let's see what's... Oh, that goes to the village there. That goes into Wyndham Village. So, where does this go? Statondale. Which is like the first area. Alright, let's go to the village then. Authorised personnel only. There's a note. Winter Village is under the authority of the quarantine protocol. The soldiers of the protocol are here to protect you. If you see anything suspicious or strange, report it to the village hall as soon as possible. Village hall. Right, okay.
Citizens of Wyndham, a contaminated area has been reported in the scheduled field. Stay away from there until it has been
I reckon it were them atom bombs the Yanks dropped.
Not sure I like the look of you. Well, well, a new face. Good day.
You'll forgive me if I'm less than cordial on first acquaintances, I'm sure. New faces often mean trouble. And yet, they may bring new opportunities, too. Tell me, where have you come from? Really? Well, you're not the first amnesiac I've seen since things went awry. Trauma does strange things to people. In case it wasn't made clear to you on the way in, Wyndham is under the protection of the protocol. You are permitted to move freely through the village, for now at least. Consider it a gesture of goodwill. I hope it'll be reciprocated. But don't go causing any trouble here, is that clear? And if trouble finds you, make sure you report it, post haste. Now, there are certain things I like to discuss with new faces such as you. I would hope a stranger like you can provide me with some information. All in good time. First, you need to make yourself useful to me. I want to know where you came from. I want to know what you can tell me about the outside. Trust me, you will be much better off aiding protocol than crossing us. Be under no illusions. We must eradicate the corruption that festers here before there is any hope of leaving this blasted place. If we were to work together, you and I, perhaps we might make some progress towards such an outcome. But step out of line, and I will revoke your liberties here just as quickly as they were given. So I ask again, did you come from the outside? What do you know? Well, this is disappointing. I was hoping you'd have something you were willing to share. We imprison strangers at the first whiff of trouble, but you can keep your liberties for now. I trust that will be more conducive to a timely recollection of your origins. In the meantime, be wary of this place. Do not be tempted to engage with any of the pagan sentiments some of the locals may try to foist on you. Such beliefs are dangerous and forbidden. Do I make myself clear? And if you still wish to have protocol's aid, you'll just have to make yourself useful to me in other ways. I'm glad to hear it. The civilians in this village are a shady lot. Resistant to discipline and up to no good. I'm sure of it. We can hardly get the time of day out of them. But you're an outsider. They may not trust you exactly, but nor are they immediately suspicious of you. Sniff around. Keep your ears open. If you find anything I should know, come to me with it. If you want somewhere to start, well, we've had our eyes on Iris, the baker. I could send a patrol in, of course, but a softer approach might prove more efficacious.
Yeah, I know why he wants the. We come across a Dr. Garrow in the village. Yeah, I need to know about Dr. Garrow, actually. So let's ask him.
The good Dr. Garrow? Not so good, in my opinion. That woman is dangerous. Caught her up to her old nonsense again and incarcerated her smartly at our Skeathermore camp. The prison is closely guarded, so don't even think about attempting to reach her without our permission. But that permission may be granted if you prove yourself loyal to us here in the village.
Okay. Do I have anything to report? Okay, yeah.
Yes, what is it? Is that so? I wasn't expecting you to come up empty-handed, I must admit. Very well. You'll just have to keep sniffing elsewhere. Every one of these villages has something to hide, I'm sure of it. That is a very dangerous word to be bandying about. I suggest you forget you've ever heard it. Whatever evil the scientists had hidden in there, it has wrought havoc on this place. So no one goes near the substation, understood? Anyone trespassing there will be shot.
Did you just tell me that there is a interchange entrance at the substation? Okay.
Good day to you.
Thanks,
Sarah Cole,
mate. I don't like him. I don't like him at all. But he could prove useful for me finding information. And he said I could get access to Dr. Garrow, and that kind of appeals to me. Right, we need to go and give that. I'll come back for Cornish pasties later. Worth coming back for a Cornish pasty. We'll go to the bakery and just give her that medicine for her husband, because I think she might have some information for me.
Citizens of Wyndham, remember, strangers may be dangers.
Did you want something? Oh, Lord, the tonic, thank you. Look, I don't have much, but please, take this. I really am grateful, so very grateful. It should keep my husband's symptoms at bay, at least for a little while. That's all any of us can ask for, eh? To survive just one more day. Pop back another time, you know, if you'd like to see him. Now, I should be getting on. Bye now.
Was my inventory full? Okay. Is there anything I can... Oh, there's 2 teas, is there? Oh, well, let's just eat that, shall we? And take a Cornish pasty with us. She said to go and see her husband. I'm curious. Alright, so of course I can look up after the bakery for a spell. I'll bring some broth over for your fella too. A hearty meal's always the best medicine. Come by the garage in the morning and collect the keys from you. I won't dare ask what you have to do in Casterfell. Just make sure the soldiers don't spot you, Tina. Curious. Okay, that wasn't the right approach. So he's been affected by whatever's going on in Interchange, obviously. Yeah. Have we... Let me just see if we've...
Did you want something?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord, the tonic, thank you. Look, I don't have much, but please, take this. I really am grateful, so very grateful. He won't, but he isn't... Look, he'll be fine, I promise. And I've you to thank for that. Pop back another time, you know, if you'd like to see him. Now, I should be getting on. Bye now.
It might be a good idea to pop back, like she said. Oh, there was that information upstairs. I'm not too worried, because he did say, like, don't go near the interchange. The substation. And that would be useful. A page torn from history book. Kepler's star is the common name for Kepler's supernova, the last supernova visible to the naked eye. Today it occurred in 1604 in the constellation of Ophiuchus and was visible even by day for over 3 weeks. While it's difficult to estimate its range, it cannot have occurred more than 20,000 light years from Earth. It's observed and recorded by disparate civilizations across the northern hemisphere. Heard a report that the scientist Garrow was captured and carted off to the protocol camp in Skethamore. Seems like that's the location of the prison they keep threatening us with. Tread carefully, they've been on high alert ever since she showed up in town. Might be best to lay low until things calm down. Interesting. I just realised at the bakery there was that extra alcohol upstairs, wasn't there? Which would help with crafting stuff. Perhaps we'll put back there.
Ah, it's you. The shopkeeper. Good heavens above. I knew something was off about him, but nothing as foul as that. Then I must ask something of you. You're embroiled in this now, as much as we are. To find absolution, well, you must find some way to deal with Morris. An ally to those heathens in the woods is a danger to the village. Not that I'm suggesting you... Well, I'll leave it to your judgment. What's in it for... Oh, good grief. Oh, I don't know. I have an artifact I could part with, I suppose. It's something of a rarity. Help me with this murder business, and it's yours. Now that Maisie is dead, there is no one else I can trust to be able to carry out such a task. And in the spirit of reciprocation, if you are in need of my help, you need only ask.
Okay, yeah, I could ask Morris about, yeah.
You would listen to a man who consorts with those monstrous people in the woods? Of course I must pry when there are some who would hide secrets such as that. But extortion? The very thought. This church has a noble mission within the village. Everything I take, I do so to support that mission and to protect Wyndham. You must deal with that horrid man. Corruption like his must be rooted out.
Yeah.
You wouldn't. Surely. I see you have sided with the captain and his soldiers. The village will suffer now, thanks to you. We've nothing to say to each other.
We have nothing to say to each other. Now I'm really curious. I could take down the vicar and his lackey, because there's plenty more to this place than he's letting on, I think.
Citizens of Wyndham, a contaminated area has been reported in the Stay away from there until it's been found.
Yeah, not too helpful for taking out my new comrades, but hello, James Clark. James, old friend, I need your help. I made a mistake. I found a way into a secret bunker behind the substation, but there was something in there. It glows blue, but vivid, like no blue I've ever seen on God's earth. And it hurt me. Now I've been hearing voices and I don't know what to do. Meet me outside the bakery tomorrow night. I'll give Iris the slip and we can go back to that bunker together. Maybe we'll find a cure before this gets any worse. Philip. Is Philip the baker's husband? Alright.
Warning. The interchange is under quarantine. Please vacate the premises for your own safety. Access denied. Unauthorized personnel may not, under any circumstances, enter the Access granted. The interchange.
The interchange trophy earned. Oh, great. A plague of rats. November 1957, 23 days since the quarantine. Second day event is showing the growth now. Still unsure of its origin. There is a blue glow emanated from Store Alpha, but all doors remain sealed. 179 question mark days since the quarantine. Emergency supplies low, continuing to await rescue. Heard voices from Store Alpha and possible growth. Present in many corners, not pleasant but palatable. I heard her, the voice chatter and murmur, but Helen's was amongst them. Isn't she dead? Isn't everyone dead? But her voice was so loud it spoke of the spot where we used to swim. Our moonlit escapes. She wants to be free of the voices too. Location has been repeatedly circled on a map of Casterfell Woods at coordinates 24.7 E, 85.69, 0.6 north, sorry. Power supply report March 1953. The hydroelectric turbines at the dam still provide suitable power levels across the wider research site, but it will soon prove impractical for the interchange to rely on this source of energy. Wind scale and its fissile product generation is a self-contained system, so we must make upgrades to the interchange itself. Preliminary results from the atomic battery project are promising, and it's proposed that we support the interchange with such power sources going forward. The power output exceeds expectations in quantity and stability and should alleviate the strains that the processor and its data store are currently exerting on the facility. Dr. Gower and her team have already compiled a full proposal of upgrades to the data store, and I would suggest she takes the reins going forward. Great, my sound's cut off. Hold on. No, it seems to be the game sound completely. Alright, I'm going to have to restart the stream. So we'll be back shortly, and hopefully when I reset it, the sound will come back.